guys, welcome to episode 6 of Just Valencia Just Does It. And today we are in New Orleans, Louisiana. We are on Canal Street. And today we want to see who in New Orleans have ever heard of Jaguar Wright. Whatever Valencia wants to do, Valencia just does it. And today I wanted to know, shout out to Breezy with the Fro for starting this. So I want to know who in New Orleans have ever heard of Jaguar Wright. Jaguar who? New Orleans edition. Alright guys, we are on Canal Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. This is Who Knows Jaguar Wright, New Orleans edition. Have you guys ever heard of India Arie?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
You heard of Mary J. What about Jill Scott?
Absolutely.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? You haven't heard of Jaguar Wright? Okay.
I probably heard it here.
Okay, so they have not heard of Jaguar Wright. Okay, so I want to ask you a couple questions. Have you ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Erykah Badu?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of India Arie?
No.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? You haven't heard of Jaguar Wright. Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yes.
Okay, so we have heard of Mary J. Blige, Jill Scott, not India Arie, and not Jaguar Wright. Okay, thank you. Okay, I have 3 simple questions. 1, have you ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, have you ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of India Arie?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright?
No.
No. Okay, you haven't heard of Jaguar Wright?
No.
All right, she's nobody. Thank you.
Oh.
Wait, you said you've heard of Jaguar Wright?
Yeah.
What does she sing?
I can't sing her song.
Okay, I'm gonna.
All Falls Down. Was she the vocalist? It's like, I mean, All Falls Down. Song Cry.
She did do Song Cry. Yes, she did do Song Cry. Okay. Name me one original Jaguar Wright song. Anybody in New Orleans that can name me a singer, one line of a Jaguar Wright song can get a free hand grenade. You're a Jaguar Wright fan. One line.
I'm not a Jaguar Wright fan.
She's not heard of her. I'm not a Jaguar Wright fan. All right, guys, she's heard of her, but she is not a Jaguar Wright fan.
I heard from the Jay-Z Song Cry song.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, guys, I have just a couple simple questions. Have you ever heard of Jill Scott? Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige? Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? No. Okay, thank you. Okay, she's calling her husband to see if he's okay. Your husband. Okay, ask your husband if he can name one Jaguar Wright song.
Can you name one Jaguar Wright song?
Okay, all right.
He's a radio person now.
Okay, so we met 2 people that's heard of Jaguar Wright, but nobody could name her songs. Okay, I want to ask y'all just a couple questions.
What's the question?
All right, have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Of course.
Okay, have you ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? A hand grenade to whoever can give me one line of a Jaguar Wright song.
I don't know. You lost me. Jaguar Wright. I don't know that. That's a white man.
No, it's not. All right, thank you. Okay, have you ever heard of Jill Scott? Have you ever heard of Lauryn Hill? Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige? Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? Okay, nobody has. Don't worry. It's no big deal. Okay, guys. Have you ever heard of Erykah Badu? Have you ever heard of Jill Scott? Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige? Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? No? Okay, thank you. All right, we headed to the right place. I want to ask y'all. Oh, you cute thing. Okay, yes. You gotta be cute. All right, so have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Erykah Badu?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright?
No. Maybe. Sounds familiar.
Where do you think you know her from?
She's a singer, right?
She's Jaguar Wright? Jaguar Wright. No? What's a Jaguar Wright? You heard of her? What did she sing?
I know it's I mean, I know it's
Say what song? What song she name? One song she sing? Oh no, Jaguar Wright. All right, thank you. Hey y'all, I had to move away from Bourbon Street because the music was just outrageous. I did not want to get this video blocked, so I came back to Canal Street where it was a little more quieter, but we can still get the same questions answered. Either on Canal Street or Bourbon Street, no one knew Jaguar Wright. So far, we had 2 people that has heard of Jaguar Wright, but could not name a song, and 1 person heard of her from Jay-Z, but still could not name an original Jaguar Wright song. So this is Just Valencia Just Does It. Jaguar Who? New Orleans editions. No one knows Jaguar Wright. I'm gonna give it like 2-3 more people. Somebody has to know Jaguar Wright in New Orleans, Louisiana, and can name 1 song for a hand grenade. I'm buying hand grenades for anybody that can tell me 1 song that Jaguar Wright sings. Okay? Let's see how this goes. Okay, have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Erykah Badu?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? Sorry, Jag. All right, thanks. Okay, I just have a couple questions. Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige? Have you ever heard of Erykah Badu? Have you ever heard of Jill Scott? And have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? What does Jaguar Wright sing? Name 1 song Jaguar Wright sings.
I can't think of it.
Where do you know it from? Out here? She be out here in New Orleans deep, huh? Yeah, she be out here. All right. Okay, we are still on Canal Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. Have you guys ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Erykah Badu?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of India Arie? Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? 1, 2, 3. Nobody's heard of Jaguar Wright. Okay, I was gonna give y'all a hand grenade if y'all could have told me 1 song that Jaguar Wright sing. We are still on Canal Street and we are still trying to find out who knows Jaguar. New Orleans edition. Okay, I just want to ask you a few questions. Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Lauryn Hill?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright?
No.
I love the way y'all head was just in sync. It was like, no. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? No, you haven't heard of Jaguar Wright?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm gonna ask y'all 3 questions. So have y'all ever heard of Jill Scott?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Mary J. Blige?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? Okay, well, or I lied this time. This time I lied. Have you ever heard of Jaguar Wright? That's the last question though. Nobody, no, out of 3. I'm gonna count this as 3, guys. Jag, you owe me. Nobody in New Orleans have heard of you until I asked the question. So they all want to know, who is Jaguar Wright? Jaguar who? That's what they all want to know. So you may have a few subscribers, so you might need to hit that cash app. Just Valencia 22 because I sent some subscribers your way because all of New Orleans want to know who is Jaguar Wright. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed episode 6 of Just Valencia Just Does It. Jaguar Who? New Orleans edition. Jaguar Wright. Nobody in New Orleans knows you. No one knows you, Jaguar. That car doesn't even know you. No one's after you, Jag. They don't know you, Jag. New Orleans does not know Jaguar Wright. So does New Orleans know Jaguar Wright?
I don't know that.
In case you missed it, he said, I don't know that man. Thank you guys for joining me in episode 6 of Just Valencia Just Does It, Jaguar Who, New Orleans edition. Where will we go next? Where will you guys go? Will it be Chicago? Will it be Dallas? Will it be San Francisco? LA? You guys tell me. Who knows Jaguar right? What city will be next? I'm passing the torch. Tell me who knows Jaguar right. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel to officially become a Royal Rider. I promise you will love it over here. We fly above the drama and we don't bite. We may nibble, but we won't bite. I promise you'll love it.
And for the record, most people thought Jaguar Wright was a man. A couple actually thought that Jaguar Wright was a white man, but mostly said Jaguar Wright was a man. There was someone in the music industry that said he'd heard of Jaguar Wright, but even he could not name a Jaguar Wright song, and he's a disc jockey, radio personality. Sorry, Jag, you're not in New Orleans.